Coming up on today's show, we are doing a fantastic 1 hour show that you're not going to believe. We are spotlighting local business in the first half hour, and then in the second half hour, if you love craft beer, well, then you're going to want to stay tuned because we're visiting some of the best craft beer brewers in Central Ohio. We also are checking out RVs. You know, spring's just around the corner. It's a great time for the family to get together and go out camping. I'm Mike Kilburn, and along with Renee Warner, we're out and about in Columbus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
Well, we stopped by Header Heating and Cooling. They've been around since 1963. You know, this business started as a small appliance business. So we learned more about the quality service these guys perform, and we also learned about some tips that you're going to need to know for your heating and air conditioning system as we move towards spring. You guys are an amazing business. You've been around since 1963. What do you think separates you from other heating and cooling businesses?
One word, family. It's a family-owned and operated company, and we treat each other like family, and we treat our clients like family. It's important that you're always there after the sale. So many companies will come in, they'll talk a big talk, and then they're gone. You never hear from them again. We're about being around for the long haul, being always there to help, listen, answer questions, that type of thing. We treat our people here like family, and they in turn treat our clients like family.
Well, I got to tell you, you must be doing something right. Been around since 1963, second generation, right?
That's right. My father started it in 1963 as an appliance repair company. I took it over in 1995, and he's been an inspiration to me. God rest his soul. He was a veteran, and with that, we also contribute to the Veterans Affairs for homeless veterans, and so a percentage of all our sales goes to that.
Well, Lance, of course, spring right around the corner. This is a good time to get that air conditioning and furnace taken care of and tuned up and maintenance. What is that process? Tell me what's going on there.
I think it's real important to have your maintenance completed on an air conditioner. As we say, 70% of the repairs we go on can be prevented, if people just have the proper maintenance done. We come in and we check the filters, check the blower motors, check the refrigerant levels, make sure everything's good and ready to go for the homeowners for the spring. And, and we like to assure them that everything's going to run properly.
So, John, how do we make an appointment to have you come out and get our furnace and air conditioning in shape for the spring?
Well, you can call our office at area code 614-784-9200, and you can contact us on the web at headerheating.com.
Fantastic. John, thanks so much for being on the show.
All right, appreciate it.
Well, if you love Bob Evans like I do, you're going to want to stay tuned. We have got some great new items on their spring menu we learned about.
With many events planned for young and old, 2018 is poised to be a great season for the Columbus Clippers. Ken Schnocky, General Manager of the Columbus Clippers, told us more about those events and some more things you can look forward to. Tell us about some of the events. I know opening day is April 12th. It's so exciting. But what other events are coming up for the Columbus Clippers this year?
Well, the hard thing for fans to realize, this is already the 10th year of this ballpark. So in order to celebrate that, we signed up to host not just the AAA All-Star Game and festivities in July, but also the AAA National Championship Game, which is a one-game playoff between the two AAA leagues that will be in mid-September. So those two events will put a lot of pressure on our staff, but they will bring a lot of attention to our city, and they will be very fun events for the fans to participate participate in.
Huntington Park has made some improvements. Tell us about what we can see when we come here this year.
Well, we have a new playing surface, so the grass is still green. I'm not sure people will notice that, but, having been the original installation and having been built on a brown field, as time went on, we had a lot of settling. We were starting to have some puddling issues, so we decided we wanted to go ahead and correct all that, so we have a pristine playing surface for the players and for the special events coming this year. And that, as we went into that, it kind of got us looking a little bit at the scoreboard, which was also 9 years old, about to be 10 years old, and scoreboards age very quickly, the electronics and the dynamics. So we went ahead and took that on as well, so we'll have a new scoreboard. The fans will really enjoy that because it will be all active. There'll be no more static signs, and the colors will really pop and everything that board's able to do, that our staff will do. So I think they'll really enjoy those two features.
How can we find out more about the Columbus Clippers?
We can go to our website, clippersbaseball.com, and that's the best way to find out all the information about tickets. It has all the phone numbers you can call if you want to book an event, and check on all the other events that we have.
Fantastic. Again, thank you for having us out. I love it. I can't wait to come to a game this year.
Well, I'm glad you found your way here, so hopefully you will come back. Thank you.
Well, we found a unique experience for getting physically fit. This place is just amazing, and we learned more from Michelle. Tell us a little about who do you train and what happens here.
Right. So the cool thing about this gym is it's just having fun, but putting fitness in with it. So you're basically challenging yourself in so many different ways: agility, balance, upper body, power, strength, everything. And so anyone can come, anyone that likes a challenge and that wants to have fun.
Why did you create this, and how did this all come about?
Right. So I heard about the show American Ninja Warrior, and I fell in love with it instantly. I had 3 friends mention it, looked it up. I was like, I got to try this. So I ended up actually driving to New Jersey, 9 hours away, found a gym there, and I got one of the obstacles called the salmon ladder, where you have to jump the salmon ladder bar up some rungs. Got it first try, and then he said, whoa, I've never seen a girl get that before. I was like, really? Huh, okay. And then he's like, hey, I've never had a girl get my warped wall, which is a 14-foot curved wall. So then I worked on his warped wall, got that, and they're all like, hey, you're going to do the show, right? Like, I think so. So then I just started building obstacles at a local climbing gym, Vertical Adventures, and then when I hit the buzzer on the show, just it blew up, and I had phone calls, emails, hey, we want birthday parties, kids camps, we want all this stuff. So then I ended up partnering with the guys in New Jersey, and we opened up Movement Lab Ohio.
What's your background? I mean, obviously to be that fit to get that far.
Right. So I did cross country and track for 10 years, middle school, high school, and college. And then I also did rock climbing, and then pretty much just played outside all the time as a kid. So I love being active.
The question obviously comes to mind then, what age group uses this, and how, who's your typical customer?
Right. That's what's awesome, is it's all ages. So we have kids, 5 to 8 year olds. That's our youngest class. And then my dad is 61. He's training, and he's actually been on the show as well. So all ages, and that's what I love about it.
Give us some contact information.
Yeah, definitely. So we're located at Polaris off of Lozelle Road, and our phone number is 614-987-7597, and our website is mlabohio.com. So check us out.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show. It was great meeting you.
Thank you.
Hey, Columbus, we might have found the newest hot spot around town. Amazing patio, great food, European inspired. Stay with us. That coming up straight ahead.
Well, now that it's springtime, birds are coming back and looking for different food sources. Wild Birds Unlimited on East Broad Street has everything you need to attract different birds to your backyard. Julie told us more about how you can help nature along this spring. Well, Julie, thank you so much for having us out to Wild Birds Unlimited.
Thank you, Renee. It's nice to have you.
Tell us what sets you guys apart from other places that you can buy bird seed and things like that.
What really sets us apart from everyone else is the quality of our products, not just in feeders, but in our seed particularly. We don't believe in adding fillers to our seed. Fillers are those seeds that the birds don't eat. So it looks like you're getting a whole lot of seed for very little money, but actually it's seeds that the birds don't eat. So what we put in our seed blends are things that they actually enjoy eating.
You know, just talking to you and your husband today, I have learned so much about birds. You guys are so knowledgeable. It's that time where birds are going to start nesting in our yards. How else can we help with that?
Well, habitat plays a very important role. If you've got the right habitat, for instance, bluebirds like open areas. So by putting out a nesting box in an open area would help to attract the bluebirds in, as well as a good food source. Some of the other birds that use nesting boxes, cavities is what we call them, would be like your wrens and chickadees. And they would be okay with having a lot of trees on the yard. So putting up a nesting box in a tree or close to a tree source would be good for wrens and chickadees to draw them in.
One of my favorite birds is the hummingbird. When are we going to expect to see those? Because I know they come from the south.
Hummingbirds are on the move. If you don't have your feeder out now, it's definitely time to get those out. And you don't really need the red dyes. We don't encourage red dyes. Scientists are still trying to determine if that's even safe for the birds. A red feeder is sufficient, and the right food source, again, is good for the hummingbirds. You can even plant flowers. Nectar-producing flowers are good to help draw in the hummingbirds, but now they're on the move, and they should be here. If you haven't already seen them, you're going to see them any day between now and the end of April.
Tell us how we can find out more about Wild Birds Unlimited here on East Broad Street.
Well, you can check out our Facebook. We do have a Facebook page. It's Wild Birds Unlimited of East Columbus, or our website is reynoldsburg.wbu.com.
Well, you know, if you've traveled 161, you may have seen the AC Hotel being built. What is finally open, and trust me, it is breathtaking. Not only great rooms and great accommodations, but an amazing rooftop bar and restaurant. We had an opportunity to talk to Orchin and learn more about this fabulous place. I know the AC hotels are European inspired, so tell us a little bit more about the European influences in the AC Hotel here.
Absolutely. So the brand itself was born in Spain. The AC stands for Antonio Catalan, who's the gentleman who started the brand in Spain. And then now the brand is expanding throughout, Europe and the United States especially. Some of the European elements in the hotel, starting with our room design, sleek furniture selection. If you go throughout our lobby, all the design, it's all inspired by Europe and Spain. If you look at our breakfast offerings, it's very European. Our food and beverage offerings at the bar, downstairs and upstairs here, it's small plate Spanish tapas style food, cocktail selections, gin and tonics that we offer. They're all reflecting European lifestyle, I would say.
We're in Vaso, which is this beautiful place on top of the hotel. Tell us a little bit about the social life up here. What is this like?
Vaso is very vibrant, especially you can come here any day of the week. It's busy. It's a vibrant ambiance, atmosphere. People like it. That's what we like it to be. It's a rooftop bar. We want people to come here and have fun, enjoy themselves, enjoy one of the best views in the city, one of the best food and beverage offerings. And that's Vaso is all about, reflecting the Spanish lifestyle.
You're getting ready to open the patio, and talk a little bit about that, because that's just a great view and a great place to sit and just enjoy.
Yeah, the patio is absolutely stunning. Can't wait to open it. Hopefully, we're looking to open the patio hopefully sometimes in April when the weather gets warmer in Columbus. Can't wait to host people over there. It's a fantastic view of the Scioto River, amazing bridge looking at the old town Dublin. It's just going to be fantastic.
Orchin, give us some contact information if we want to come up and enjoy this wonderful restaurant or stay here at the hotel.
Absolutely. So if you'd like to make a reservation for the hotel, you can go to marriott.com/CMHAC. You can make your reservation there. If you'd like to make a reservation for the restaurant, you can go to our website, wasodublin.com.
We know Bob Evans Restaurants has long been known for that comfort food, and they've got a new spring menu with some great comfort items on it. We talked to Matt Harsh and learn more. So you got a spring menu with some new items on it, so let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, we're doing a couple different things for spring. One is, which everyone loves, one of our core breakfast items, the Farmer's Choice Breakfast, which has your fresh cracked eggs, your signature fresh sausage, our potatoes, and not only does it have a sweet and savory aspect to it, it comes with our hot cakes, so it has a core breakfast. What we're doing is launching a couple things with it. One is our Buckeye Hot Cakes, which everyone in Ohio loves chocolate and peanut butter, so it adds a nice sweetness to it. And we also have a double meat Farmer's Choice as well. So if you can't choose between sausage and bacon, you don't have to. You can have both. So not only are these new items add more choices, you can make the breakfast the way you want it.
What makes this so unique?
I think it's a combination of the quality. One, as Bob Evans is known for farm fresh quality, from his fresh cracked eggs, fresh sausage. The other aspect is you get choice. There's over 100 choices, different ways you can make the combination of the Farmer's Choice you want, from all the ways you want your eggs, you want your potatoes, the different meats, the different ways, the hot cakes, different ways to top it. You can do whatever you like.
Let's talk a little bit about the spring game and the partnership with OSU.
Yep. Bob Evans obviously has a ton of history with Ohio, born and raised in Ohio. Central Ohio is important to us. We've done it the last couple years. The spring game is, we're the core sponsor to buy tickets starting here in about a week. The spring game is in the middle of April as everyone's ready for that Saturday for the spring game. So, come down, have a great Farmer's Choice breakfast, get your tickets for the game, and go Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'm telling you, what a great thing. Well, let's get some contact information, Matt, and send some people your way.
Okay. BobEvans.com. Over 40 locations here in Central Ohio. Come to see any of them. Or you also go to our Facebook website at any time.
Yeah, always a fantastic choice, Bob Evans. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having us.
When your life needs to change and you need a place to turn, New Directions Career Center is here for you. Kelly told us more about how New Directions helped her get back on her feet, as well as their upcoming fundraiser and how you can be a part of it. Tell us a little bit about New Directions Career Center and what you guys do.
Sure. New Directions Career Center is a career center. It's a place where anyone, male or female, can come and take some classes, get some education regarding resume, application process. Maybe you don't know what you want to do and you just need some guidance, some skill testing, computer experience. Then you sign up for the classes, you go through them. It's all free. There's very minimal charge for supplies and things, and it's a great center. It got me where I am today.
That's what was my next question, because you actually went through the program. What was your experience?
It was wonderful. It truly was. I kind of just walked in here, found out about them, and said, sign me up. I was at a point in my career where I needed to be more employed. I was kind of underemployed. I came here, I took the classes, I ended up getting interviewed for a position that I'm still in today. This is 3 years later. I actually won an award last year, which is the Woman of Promise. The Woman of Promise is an award for someone who has successfully completed their programs and has gone out and found a career, a job, and been able to maintain it. So,
well, the big fundraising event is coming up in April 12th. Tell us about that.
It's a wonderful event. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people who come to find out more about the Career Center, to actually donate to it because of it being a nonprofit. Someone gets chosen out of all the people they have that come through their program that has successfully completed it, and they represent for a full year New Directions Career Center.
Tell us how we can find out more information so we can help.
The way you can get involved would be to go on their website, newdirectionscc.org.
Well, a couple things to keep in mind as we move into spring is getting your yard ready, getting it fertilized so it has that golf course look. And what about a patio so you can entertain during the summer months? We talked to Ty Woods from Year Round Landscaping. He told us how to get both of those things underway. Ty, welcome down to Mount Columbus.
Mike, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, good to have Year Round Landscaping on the show. We're getting into about mid-April now, and one of the things, of course, that everyone's thinking about is that yard, getting it ready for the summer months. What's the prep work that you have to do to get that lawn looking like, as they say, a golf course?
Well, you need fertilization. That's going to make sure that you got the right nutrients so the grass can grow more vigorously, and then it'll have more protection against environmental stress and other pests.
Yeah. I think everybody worries, and we've had a lot of rain, obviously. Everybody worries about the drought side of that. What do you do in a drought? Do you just water your lawn to death?
Well, if you got good soil content, then you won't have to use as much water. A lot of times when we got the clay soils that we have in our area and it doesn't have enough organic content, that causes the runoff. And then that's why we have to use more water. But really, you should think about the content of your soil.
Yeah. You go out and evaluate that?
Yes, we do. We can get you a soil test and get you results. So then we'll know exactly what needs to be added so that we can have a successful growing season.
I had a lot of people since last week's show say to me, "What's the process? I got to have a patio, but how do we start? What do we do?" So, kind of walk me through that.
Well, with that, because it's such a long-standing project, that project's going to be around maybe 20 years or so. So I want to come out, make sure I get all of your ideas and all the features that you want to see in that. We'll discuss some of the things you want to do with it, whether you want to have parties, a fire pit area, whatever it may be. And then I'll incorporate that into a design, present that to you. If it looks acceptable, we can start to move forward. And if we need to make revisions, I can go over that again as well.
Give us some contact information so folks can get these patios underway.
Well, go to our website to get more information, www.landscaping365.com.
Well, as we move towards spring, of course, here at Utsy's Market, the Corn Crib's opening. That's that open-air farm market that you come out and enjoy. And if you don't want to wait in these lines, well, Greg's got a solution coming up as well. We talked to Greg Utsy and learn more. Well, Greg, good to have Utsy's back on the show.
Hi, Mike.
You know, we're moving towards spring. I know we've seen a lot of rain. The fields are flooded from all the rain we've seen. Where are we standing with produce right now?
Well, we're still buying good stuff out of the south. I mean, they're really just getting started down there. Tomatoes, strawberries are great. We're finding some asparagus, peppers, cucumbers, all that stuff's from the south. Around here, we're doing nothing except for the greenhouse. I mean, we're controlled in there. It doesn't rain inside there. It's great. So we're harvesting lettuce and kale. Tomatoes are probably 2-3 weeks away from our own here in the greenhouse.
You know, last time we were out, we were talking about, I said, come out here on Saturday, you stand in line, trying to get meat, cheese, all those kinds of things, and you actually have put an order system into place or in the process. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we're real close to launching that, probably a week and a half yet. It's going to be something you can go online on our website or our Facebook, and you can click on that order button. You'll have an account of your own. If you're going to reorder the same thing every week, you just click on it, it'll reorder. But you can pick all of our deli and meat specials back there. And then we'll be about an hour time from when you order to when we'll have it ready for you. So you can come in here, don't have to wait in line, we'll have it ready for you up at the counter.
Yeah, and that'll be real convenient. And a lot of people think, oh man, I got to wait in such lines out there. Hey, it's the best deal in town, so what can you say, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the Corn Crib, because that, I know, came up last summer. You got that open, and that closed, of course, as we got into the winter months, and we should be heading into the season to see that open again.
Right. As soon as we see a stretch of nice warm weather, we're going to open it up. I can't really put a date on it because, we just haven't had the weather yet. We're not going to be out there in the cold. We don't want our customers out there in the cold. So as you can see inside, we've got our produce stocked really well. And we'll announce that on Facebook once we have an opening date.
Well, tell us your hours when people can come and get some of those great deals.
We're open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Check us out on Facebook or online at utsysfarmmarket.com.
Fantastic, Greg. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Mike.
Everyone has on their mind getting ready for spring, and that means painting, maybe staining those decks. Well, we have a solution for you, and that is Creative Paints. We talked to Jason Harper and learn more. One of the things that impressed me about Creative Paint, and I want you to talk about this a little bit, about the experience level, the folks that are working here.
Yeah, the experience level is probably our number one thing. We have 5 locations in and around Columbus. We're here in Worthington. We've got a Dublin, Clintonville, Bexley, and Blacklick store, and every single one of our stores has a manager that has been with the company selling Benjamin Moore paint for over 20 years. So a couple of them actually have over 30 years experience. So
Jason, tell us why that's important.
It's important because paint is the only thing we do. When you come here, you're expected to get the best knowledge. Leave this store knowing that you can get the project done one time and not have to worry about anything. We will walk you from the start to finish, whether it's picking colors, whether it's all the way down to showing tools, showing how to use tools. So knowledge is key when it comes to home projects because they're hard to get done properly.
Well, what's changing out there in the market right now? I know you guys probably are abreast of color changes and things that are happening, so let's talk a little bit about that.
Right now, the beiges and the tans are kind of going out, and the grays and the grays are kind of coming in. Bold colors are in. This year's Benjamin Moore Color of the Year is actually Caliente, real nice deep red.
What about stains? I know that's a big deal, too. We're coming into the season when you're going to have to be staining decks and doing those kinds of things.
Yeah, we get excited around here when the weather breaks. Stains, outside work is definitely unfortunately, everybody needs to. In Ohio, we have bad weather. Things get down. So we got a great product called Arbor Coat Stain that is an excellent product. It'll last you a good 3 to 5 years on average, as long as the proper prep work is done on the decking.
Well, Jason, let's get some of that expertise on our side here at Creative Paints. Give us some contact information.
Yeah, please visit our website. It's creativepaintsohio.com. You can find your nearest location to you, or give us a call, 614-888-5386.
Well, if you really like the unique, I think this next segment is really going to show you something that's incredible. It's called Created Hardwood. We had an opportunity to talk to Phil Hicks. He told us more about how this whole process works and how it got started. So tell us a little bit about Created Hardwood and what you guys do.
Sure. Yeah. So Created Hardwood, it's interesting. Started off as a hobby about 2 years ago. My dad is retired from the wood business. He was in it for about 25 years in the 70s, from the mid 90s, and he partnered up with some Amish buddies and decided to start messing around with these slabs, and one thing turned into another, and next thing you know, we're making a full run for this with all responsibly sourced wood and creating all these beautiful pieces of furniture and tables and countertops that you see here at the show.
So what's the process for this? They cut down trees, cut them into slabs? Is that how this works?
Yeah, it's pretty complex. So all the trees we get, all the wood is responsibly sourced, which means these trees are already coming down. So if it's from a roadway being widened, fire lanes, plus there's lots of oil business going on in Northeast Ohio, these trees are already being taken down. So what we do is we go in and we'll scoop up these trees, slab them, dry them, turn them into what you see here, and there's a really good story behind each one, because it's pretty much honoring each tree, because each tree in each slab is completely unique.
Well, Phil, how long does it take to create one of these pieces?
It takes quite a while, and that's the part that gets us anxious sometimes, because when we slab a tree, the drying time alone can take a year or even more. So we'll slab these awesome pieces, and we'll be looking at it saying, hey, is it ready to be worked on yet? Because the moisture level has to be a certain percentage before it's safe to work on. So it can take a year and a half, even 2 years sometimes, from when the tree is up to what you see here.
We're going to leave it there. Give us some contact information, how we can learn more about Creative Wood.
CreatedHardwood.com. We have a wonderful website, and our contact number is 330-447-1780. That's my number. I'd be glad to take any calls or questions.
Well, imagine the ability to transform your kitchen into a whole new kitchen in 3 days. You think that's a fantasy or a dream? Well, it's not with Kitchen Saver. We had an opportunity to talk to Kelvin Music and learn more. Let's talk a little bit about how Kitchen Saver can help you as the consumer.
Well, you know, kitchen's the heart of the home, Mike. It's everything sort of revolves around that, and a lot of times people are not happy with the look of their kitchen or the functionality. Maybe the drawers and doors don't open properly, and they want to get a remodel done, but they want to get it done the most cost-effective way. And, you know, previously, all you could do is just tear everything out and replace it. You know, tear out the cabinets, the countertops, the backsplash, the drywall, the flooring. It's a very costly process, and also it's very time-consuming. You know, the average company is going to take between 6 and 12 weeks to get that done. In the meantime, your kitchen's out of commission. And that's where we fit in, and that's why cabinet refacing, a custom cabinet renewal, is the hottest trend in the kitchen industry. People are realizing they can get a whole new look, brand new functionality for a lot less money, and we can get it done in 3 to 5 days.
What about options and things I can do externally to the cabinets? What can you guys do for us there?
Well, externally, of course, we're going to take the doors off, the drawers and drawer boxes out, so those are all going to be brand new, including the hardware. And we have all kinds of styles of doors, all kinds of color combinations, so we can find the look the homeowner is shooting for, you know, give them the kitchen of their dreams.
And, of course, they make the decision 3 to 5 days later. You're good, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, that sounds terrific. Well, give us some contact information where we can give you a call and get you out to change the world of kitchens.
Okay, well, great. Well, we have a great website. It's www.kitchensaver.com, or they can call in directly at 844-806-3377, or you can find us at aisle 200 at the Home and Garden Show.
Great solution. Kelvin, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much.
Well, we hope you enjoyed Local Business Spotlight, but don't leave. We have got another half hour of Out and About Columbus coming up, and we go out and explore some of the best craft beers around Columbus, Ohio. You know, that is becoming so popular in Central Ohio, and we actually visit several breweries. Stay with us. We'll be right back.